steel pan originated in Trinidad, John East Dry River, behind the bridge, usually call it. My pan was made by Tony Charles, one of the best pan maker and tuner in Britain, well known in the steel pan world for pushing our music all over the world, Switzerland, all over Europe. He's the boss. The steel pan mean the world to me, because for the past 50 years I've been earning my living through the pan. I worked at the Savoy, Skyline, all the big hotels in London. Traveled all over England, including Wales and Scotland, playing the pan. I was born in Port of Spain, Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad is an island about 7 miles off South America, Venezuela. I came here after the war in 1956 because the British was asking Caribbean people to come and help rebuild the country after the war.
Was that the Windrush? Was it a boat?
Exactly, the Windrush generation, yes.
What was the experience like?
The experience was terrible, because when we got here, we met with people who decided to let us come in. They didn't want us to come to this. The people themselves didn't even know what the British government was doing, because they were asking us to come and help build the country, and the people were asking us why we coming here. What are you all coming here for? What are you all coming to our country for? And there was racists against us. There was no blacks, no dogs, no Irish. This is what we meet up when we get here to Britain. Hostility, plain. It was real terrible. To live, to get a place to live, work was easy, because you could leave a job today and get a job straight away, because they needed people to work. Europe was in mess. London and most of the British countries was bombed out. Bomb site all over the place. New buildings was trying to go up, and they needed carpenters, joiners, bus drivers, and things like teachers and all. And we came and drove to help. And then we wasn't treated properly. We couldn't get a place to live. People were attacking you in the streets and calling you black bastard, right, to go back home, go back to your country, and things like that. But we stomach all that and progress. Today, our kids are making a name for themselves. We brought with us our kaiso and music and our instrument. And today we're still going strong. That is my part for that. Nothing in return we get. So up to now we're still going through pressure with housing and situation like that. The steel pan moved to Britain just after the war with a band by the name of Taspo. The best players from each band in Trinidad and Tobago, they selected to come and perform at the Albert Hall. It was a sellout. Some of the guys stayed here in Britain to make the pan and to tune pan, and so it continued going on. Most part of England now, you will find a steel band. Even we have our own steel band here. Nearly every home, Trinidadian home, you'll find an instrument, either a pan or bass or second pan, play a conga drums.
Do you think that the pan has enabled you to find a community in Britain?
Yeah, it enabled us to get together and play the type of music we play, to improve on the pan more and more. We leave home playing the pan, but coming to England, we get together more to form different groups, different bands, to continue our music and our culture. It's made my life, that's my living, playing the pan. We travel all over Europe and Britain playing the pan. Because of the pan, I was a two-seat drummer in Cleopatra. I was a two-seat drummer because of show business, because of pan traveling to Europe. I was selected to be a drummer in that Cleopatra movie. And up to now, I'm still earning a slight living by the pan, by getting gigs every summer. I do 3 or 4 gigs. Nearly every school in England now has a band, has a steel band, especially in Manchester. Nearly every school there's a steel band there that keep the kids off the street. After school you could go and practice and form a band together after after school they could form their own band and get gigs traveling all around playing. Passing it down to the younger generation coming. My little granddaughter she's just 7 and she could play a tune already on the pan. My son took up tenor pan and he's working playing tenor pan. Every time we got a gig he's on the tenor. Yes, we keep passing it on. Not only here in England but in the Caribbean as well. It's cherry pink and apple blossom white when your true lovers come your way. It's cherry pink and apple blossom white when you in love. The story goes that once an apple tree besides a cherry tree that grew, and there was once a boy in love to be long, long ago. Kind of was your notes.